Hello, you beautiful people of the Modern Warfare community. Today arrives the 1.10 update for Modern Warfare, which also brings the Season 1 Battle Pass, maybe? What are they calling it? Let's just assume it's a ripoff of Fortnite and it's called Battle Pass. But we have a good bit of new maps and some updates. So in this video, I will be going over every single last one of the patch notes for you guys. Also, I'm going to have timestamps down in the description, so if you're looking for something specific, go ahead and check it out down there. But anyways, let's jump straight into the video. First, we have some playlist updates. To start off, we're starting off really good. The famous Crash has now been added to Modern Warfare, and it is now a 24/7 playlist that is replacing Shoot House. They also added Ramaza, whatever it's called, and Gunrunner to the Domination and TDM 10v10 maps. Next, they added the night maps to Hardcore TDM, Cyber Attack, and Search and Destroy. Unfortunately, they have removed Gun Game and the 2v2 Gunfight Tournament. Now we have some general fixes. They made some tuning to the Riot Shields on how it protects against when grenades thrown at the Riot Shield player's feet. Doesn't really give much information on that, so I would assume that it's just better, maybe. And they reduce explosive damage at certain ranges when it comes to that Riot Shield. They also fixed a bug with the kill cam showing underneath the map when a player gets stuck by a thermite or a Simtext on the lower half of their body. I've never experienced that, but maybe you guys have. They fixed an issue where when a player is stuck inside the infantry assault vehicle, they would not take any damage from thermites. And they also fixed a bug when players are scrolling through their recent players, and at the bottom it would say there's no more recent players, and it would go to the top. So I would assume that either it keeps scrolling down to more recent players, or it just stops. One of the two, maybe. Gunfight has also been fixed in private match with a fix with the win by 2 quote unquote setting to properly end the game once those conditions have been met. Those are the general fixes, and now we're going to be moving on to the mission and challenge fixes, which you would think would be done by now. What? We're still waiting on this shit. Really? I'm just going to read straight off the screen here. I love looking at you guys, but this is a lot. I'll leave a link to where I got all this for y'all. For the mission and challenges, it says the following are now fixed and have had their descriptions updated as needed. That includes the close and personal, perks of the job, bloodthirsty killer, destroy ground kill streaks. All player driven vehicles will now count towards this launcher camo challenge. Get 50 kills while enemy UAV is active. Description updated to reflect that the ghost perk needs to be equipped in order to complete. They updated the combat knife challenge descriptions. They fixed the 357 camo challenges. Various update to other camo challenges. And a fix for officer challenge completion notifications not appearing on the screen. Next, we're moving on to the Killstreaks, and that's going to include improved effectiveness of FMJ on Killstreaks, and fix for the cluster strike dealing damage inconsistently when targeting a VTOL jet. Great. More of my VTOL jets are going to get taken out of the sky by these stupid missiles. Now moving on to weapons. The 357 buckshot reduced damage range and reduced effective hip fire damage. Tuned spread adjustments from barrel attachments, and menu damage stat bar adjustments for miscellaneous LMGs. For special ops, they fixed a bug where the informat can be dropped in bad positions or near enemy soldiers in Operation Harbinger. Yeah. They added a checkpoint after the third hack on Operation Brimstone. Fixed a bug where players could become stuck after going into Last Stand while breaching the trains on Operation Brimstone, and now enemies in white trucks now exit their vehicles. Now, I've never played any special ops, so I don't know how big of issues these were, but I guess if you guys know, then you know. Next is for keyboard and mouse players. Leaderboards will no longer display complete gamer tags. This should help higher profile leaderboard users from receiving too many invitations. Fix an issue where players would not be able to mantle while strafing with keyboard and mouse. Increase the turn rate when aiming with a tank. They adjusted the camera orbit turn rate while driving a vehicle using keyboard and mouse. The keybind vehicle camera recenter is now linked to melee by default on E or mouse 4, and the recentering of the camera has been improved. Now we're moving on to COD Caster. I guess this only applies to very limited amount of people, but this improvements for the camera transitions with free camera and aerial camera. They added a Killstreak view option when using the portrait list, added arrows under the players when using the aerial camera view, and added a skull icon on the minimap where players die. Next is for PC, shaders. Fix an issue that forced shaders to be fully recompiled after each title update. Shaders installation should be expected mainly for new content. Drivers update or changing the video card, new optimizations or bug fix that require modifying the shaders can also trigger the part of the totally of the shaders to be recompiled. That's a mouthful. Kind of know what I just said? I don't know. But if you guys know, once again, you probably know. Next, this is not in the patch updates, but I figured that we would go ahead and go over this since this is part of Season 1. They, of course, like I mentioned before, added the new multiplayer map, Crash, which I'm super excited about playing. They added new gunfight maps, Atrium and Cargo. They added a new ground war map, which is a unique large-scale ground war map set across cargo containers, cranes, buildings, and streets, which is on port. They have some new weapons. Earnable for free-for-all players, the Ram 7 introduces a new fully automatic bullpup assault rifle, while the Holger 26 is an LMG spec of the Holger model rifle. Classic Special Ops experience in pitch black, and fill into Barkov's vacant estate, sorry if I slaughtered that, to recover and transmit all on-site intel to your tactical rover. In Grounded, engage and eliminate Al-Qatala militants, who have seized Barkov's former airbase to steal weaponry and air assets. They have new special op experiences rather than the classics. In Operation Strongbox, use the crypto keys you've stolen to assault the bank, break into the vault, and put the banker out of business. They also have that new multiplayer mode that I was talking about earlier, which is in Reinforce, a hybrid mode between domination, search and destroy, and search and rescue. Capture points to revive fallen enemies and take all points to win the round. That sounds like a pretty cool game mode. I'm actually kind of excited to try that now. Content coming during Season 1. Joining Crash later in the season are 2 reimagined maps from Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, including Vacant and Shipment, which I believe Shipment has been redone a little bit. So, yep, that's going to be coming later on in Season 1. Shipment will also be a new gunfight map, which is super cool. I love Shipment. A classic Special Ops experience, Bomb Squad, will arrive further into Season 1, where Armistice Team 4 QRF must defuse IEDs planted in a city before detonation. They have a new special ops experiences, which is in Operation Just Reward, and new modes coming later into Season 1, which will include Infected and the OSP gunfight. Now that was a lot to go over. I kind of went over 2 lists there. Again, that's all going to be down in the description, along with a ton of timestamps. But let me know what you guys think of this. I really wish that we would have got everything to start with Season 1, but then again, it would have probably been a much bigger update. But yeah, let me know. Anyways, that's going to be the end of my video. As always, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys, and I will see y'all in the next one.